Alright, so we are going to learn how to make a color wheel into 12 even parts-ish. Doesn't be exactly perfect. Don't freak out if you don't make exactly perfect, but you want to do your best so one place isn't too huge. So if you're at home, you're probably not going to have a compass to make your circles like we would in the classroom. So you want to find objects that will fit the size that you need for your final project. Right now it's just a plain white piece of paper. It has nothing to do with the oil pastels we'll be working with. But, if you're, depending on the size of your color wheel, you can find different objects. Cups, bowls. So I'll use the bowl first, and you can see. So you have lots of objects at home that can make circles, not just cups and bowls. So you can get creative with that depending on the size you need. I could also use the bottom of this to create a different size circle. And I could use the cup. If you feel confident in your drawing skills, or you're trying to do some kind of like weird shape, weird angle, you can also draw your own circle, but it won't be as nice. So I'm going to use the big circle as the example. And when we start off, you want to do your best to try to find the middle. So you can do that by just taking this across, measuring it, so it's like almost 6 inches. So we'll go like here. It's a little less than 6 inches, so we'll go like here. So that would be half. That would be the halfway mark. And then this way, same thing. It's the same. So just to make sure that you kind of have a center, like a center spot to start with. And then what you're going to do is make a T. Make sure your ruler is straight. And you go straight across. Again, I don't want you to spend a ton of time making this absolutely perfect in your project. Just do your best. We don't need to start over a whole project because this isn't perfect. Remember, you can't erase. We want to be careful with the bogus paper because too much erasing does pick up the texture on the paper, and then you won't be able to add your pastels correctly. So you can see this is a little uneven. The top's a little bigger. So if I was going to fix it, if I wanted to, and before I erase the old line, I could just bring down that line and erase. So again, this isn't like an exact science. I'm not a math teacher. Doing this kind of stuff is not my thing. But so you have 4 sections, we need 12. So you're going to draw 2 more lines. 4 more lines, I mean. 6 lines total. So we have to split each of these 4 sections into thirds, so that it equals 12. So to do that, you kind of want to guess. You can make little marks where you think they look about even. And then line up your ruler from that mark you made to the center and go across. And then you can do the same thing over here. So you're going to line up your ruler to the center. This part's really important, line to the center, because if you just go across, it could literally go anywhere, and then it wouldn't work. So line it up to the center. Now you have 3 in those sections, and now you just repeat the same thing over here. So, mark I made, line it up to the center, draw across, a little off center. So if I wanted to fix it, I probably would. It's hard to see with the shadow on me that I'm like in center. So I'm gonna make this a little bigger so it's easier for me to see. I go here. And there we go. You have your 6 parts. I know you're gonna fix. And then, so the next part before you, add any pastels to it or anything is like make sure your drawing is completely done. But also, label your colors in your color wheel so that when you add the pastels, you don't make a mistake and put the wrong color somewhere. There we go. That's better. So, it doesn't really matter where you start your color wheel, but you do want to make sure you go in the right order. So you could start your yellow down here or your yellow up here, but you have to make sure the right colors line up. And so you can just label it with initials to help you. Yellow, yellow, orange, 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 red, 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 violet, violet, blue, violet, blue, blue, green, green, yellow, green. And then this would be ready to go and you're ready to move on to the next part, the oil pastels, once you're done with your drawing.